Hi, so welcome to uh, part 17 of this Avaricium tutorial. Here we're going to be talking about uh, this new neutral piece. So these are called walls. Okay. Uh, what's special about walls? Um, so um, I'll tell you a few things. Okay. So one thing is that um, okay, so they're a neutral piece, so we could build them, but they actually cost less than most other neutral pieces to build. So they only cost half an action to build. So if I want to build two, it just costs me one action. So that's just one action. You don't have to build them in a row, right? You could like build build one wall, that's half an action. Build a town, so I used up 1.5 actions, and then build another wall. Could be somewhere else. So that's two actions right there to build the wall, the town, and the other wall. What else is special about walls? Well, uh, they, they're basically indestructible, and they can't be moved either. So they, once you build a wall, it's staying there. So uh, can't destroy it. Not with these. Can't force move them either. Not with mercenaries. No, nothing works. The wall is just gonna stay there. That's it. Uh, okay. One last thing that is, you know, special about walls, possibly the most important thing, is that you can't hop over them. Okay. So if you want to go from here to here, you have to go around. So it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actions to get over here. Right. So you kind of could hop like that, I guess. And here takes 6 actions. Okay. So that's for applies to armies, applies to nobility. Here to, let's say here, that would be 4 actions, right? Applies to new player specific cards. But we could still just build on the other side of them, right? So if I want to build this, I could build it there, within 2 here, within 2 here. That's okay, right? I could build. That's perfectly fine. And I could also destroy. So I want to destroy this piece, destroy my own ability. I could do that. I could destroy this piece, no problem, right? Could also create, armies and whatever on the other side of walls. Perfectly all right. I just can't, get over them. So in this case, this army's trapped. You know, so you lose the game actually if you can't change the board during your turn, right? So that's the actual losing condition for Avaricium, and you win if as soon as every other player has lost the game. So yeah, so blue loses here, but here blue could run around and still technically not lose. Um, right? Uh, uh, sometimes like right here, you could even destroy your own piece, and then run around. That could happen. But sometimes you can't destroy your pieces, right? Like in this case. Sometimes we could, get, build things on the other side, right? And that's of course perfectly okay. We could actually like really still, play the game, right? Okay. So there's walls. Um, they're indestructible, can't be moved, destroyed. They cost only half an action to build. You can't hop over them. You can't walk across them, and yeah, they kind of provide this alternative winning way to win, really, in some ways. So, so here is our first puzzle relating to walls. So go ahead and try to figure this out. Okay, so if you haven't figured it out yet, go ahead and pause the video, try to figure it out. So how many actions does this take? This takes 2 actions. Okay, so if you got it in more than 2, try to get it in 2 actions. Okay, so what's the solution? The solution is, well, see, all we have to do is wall this red nobility off. So this is, 1 action right there and 2 actions, because walls take half an action to build. And now the red nobility can't go anywhere. And there we have it. So action-wise, this is the cheapest way to, freeze or destroy the red nobility. Oh, sorry. I meant to do this. Here we go. Here's our next puzzle. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video if you haven't figured it out yet. So how many actions does this take? This actually takes 3. So if you have got some number other than 3 actions, pause the video and try to figure out why, and why it would actually take 3 actions. Okay. So here's a solution. Solution is going to be, so basically, okay, what's the idea? The idea is that, if we tried the same thing as before, right, if we try to place some walls here, this army could destroy this player specific guard and keep running around here. And really, that's like an okay position for us, right? There's nothing that red could really do to win, but of course, that's that's not the point of the puzzle. The point of the puzzle is to win. Right? We want to win now. So how do we do that? We need 3 actions for that. So at this point, it's just a matter of, using kind of barracks and an army efficiently. So barracks, make an army, and destroy. And there we have it. 3 actions. Okay. So here is our next puzzle. So if you haven't gotten it yet, then go ahead and pause the video. So I'm going to tell you that this takes 5 actions to complete. So try to get this in 5 actions. Okay. So what's the idea here? The idea is that, we're going to wall all this in, right? In order to do that, though, we're going to need to build another town, right? So I'm going to build it right here. And why right here? Well, we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to wall all the way along over here. So 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna find another wall over here. Okay. 5, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So why did I build the town here? Well, maybe you think, okay, maybe we could have built it here. But if we built it here, then this nobility would start building things on the other side. And we don't want that. So just like that. So there we have it. This takes us 5 actions. 1 to build the town, and then 5 to do all this. Okay. Really the fastest way to do anything. Because trying to destroy all this or whatever would take a while. Okay. Or to freeze anything. Yeah. So here is our next puzzle. Okay, so if you haven't gotten it yet, then go ahead and pause the video. I'm going to tell you that it takes 3 actions to complete. Just 3 actions. So if you got it in more than 3, well, try to pause the video, try to figure it out. Okay, so what's the solution? The solution is actually, well, look, I think one kind of thing here that's, according to what we've been doing so far, when like your instinct might tell you, oh, let's surround everything. And that, with walls, and that actually takes more than 3 actions. You might also try to, I don't know, do this or something. I don't know. So what's the idea here? The idea is that we're going to use walls, but not so that this red nobility can't escape, but we're going to use it as a tool to surround this red nobility quicker. So you're going to go 1 action like this, 1. Okay. Now we actually want one more thing, right, before we start destroying this nobility, and we're kind of out of range, right? So we want to do 2 like this, so that fully encloses this red nobility, plus it provides us with a range required to reach it. So 3 destroys it. 1, 2, 3. A pretty elegant solution, in my opinion. Okay. And here is our final puzzle. So if you haven't gotten it yet, then go ahead, pause the video. So what's the idea here? Well, kind of feels like you're trapped, doesn't it? So this is a good this kind of situation happens in games as well. Like you wall yourself off, right? But what you have on kind of the inside of the wall isn't really isn't all that efficient. It doesn't work very well, right? And you want to rearrange it somehow. And as long as you have a piece that could destroy things, like a mercenary or an army, you could do that. So what are we going to do here? We're going to destroy this. We're going to destroy this town like this. Okay. So we could have destroyed either one. So that's really the only thing we could do at the start. And so our hope is to get this nobility closer to the wall so that we could start building over top of it. So then what are we going to do? We're going to force move the mercenary like this. Then we're going to go over here. Okay. Then we're going to build a town like this, right? To allow us to start building on the other side. And then, so that was 4 actions so far. And then we have 5 and 6 like this. Okay. So there we have it. So I hope you enjoyed this puzzle set.